Okay, so let's draw the vector that they're talking about, and then we can find the x component. Okay, a vector of magnitude 64 directed at 53 degrees counterclockwise from the negative y-axis. So the y-axis is this axis right here that's highlighted, and the negative y-axis is down here, because -1, -2, -3, those are all down here on the y-axis. And to rotate counterclockwise, clockwise is the direction of a clock, so this would be clockwise. So counterclockwise means we're going counter to the normal direction of a clock. Oops, that's the same direction, sorry. This would be counterclockwise. So we want to be rotating this way when we're going counterclockwise. Okay, but it's only supposed to be 53 degrees. The rotation I did was 90, 180, 270, a little bit more than 270. So to do a 53-degree rotation from the negative y-axis, I start here and I'm going counter to the direction of a clock, 53 degrees. So that's less than 90 degrees. So this is going to be the terminal side of my vector. And if this is 53 degrees, we could label the triangle that way, or we could just say 90 minus 50. This is usually how we do it. We make an angle with the x-axis and we focus on that angle. So 37 here. Okay, so the vector is what I just drew here. It has a magnitude of 64. So this hypotenuse of the triangle that I draw is going to be 64. And let's make a right angle with the x-axis that we do what we usually do with our textbooks. Right angle with the x-axis. So the x component would just be this part of the triangle we drew, and this would be the y component. So we have enough information to solve. 37 is inside this triangle. We want to solve for x, so y is opposite of 37 degrees, x is adjacent, and 64 would be the hypotenuse, right? The adjacent is always the one left over once you're done labeling everything else. This is a right angle, so the 64 must be the hypotenuse. Y is what's opposite of 37, so x is the adjacent. So we're dealing with cosine because cosine is the adjacent over the hypotenuse. So cosine of 37 is the adjacent divided by the hypotenuse. So we can solve for x by figuring out what cosine 37 is. And then to finish getting x by itself, we want to multiply 64 to both sides to do the opposite. So I get 51.11. So x is 51.11 for the x component.